I wanted to do a quick video on a couple water-fed machines that I currently have, that I won't have for much longer. So I started out with this guy. This is a PH7. This has a single RO, a DI. This has a pump that is built into it, and it has a carbon and a sediment filter. Okay. This is the Rival Basic that I won off of Tucker's giveaway. This is probably as simple as you can get with a multi-stage water-fed. This has got a single RO, a smaller DI, and a carbon and sediment. Now, I'm gonna take some B-roll, so you'll see the other setup that I have in my van that I currently have. That is a Tucker Max that has two dual ROs, a DI, and a carbon sediment and a pump. Okay, so the difference between these, and they all have different functions, and they all have different uses, really. They just produce different amounts of pure water depending on your needs. Okay, this is something like I started with the Xero Pure 5 or 6 years ago. Basic, same thing. You plug it into an outlet of water. You are basically at the mercy of the tap pressure. Okay, there's no pump involved here. It gets the job done, I'd say probably 80% of the time. I ran into a lot of issues with well water. I ran into a lot of issues with just pressure in general. So I was like, I gotta upgrade. So that's when I got this. This is probably 2.5 years old. Somebody's gonna come and pick this up next weekend, but because it's still got a lot of life into it. This thing is dropped from the back of my truck. When I was backing up, bounced right back up. I mean, this is a PH7. Myron and Caleb out of Wisconsin, what's up, guys? Makes these 4-window cleaners, bi-window cleaners. They are amazingly durable. The one thing I love about these is that anything on these that you see, you can fix at a hardware store. Love Tucker, love everything that they do. Window cleaning resource, good folks, but it's really hard to fix these, and they have great warranties on their stuff, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just want to kind of get it quick, get it done. You don't have to worry about shipping. That's where these guys comes in. This was about, I don't know, $3,900 new. This is a, like I said, multi-stage. It's got a Wayne pump in it. I've had to replace that, but I mean, this thing was pumping out, say, probably 1.5 gallons a minute. Okay, these ones you get probably closer, depending on the tap pressure, maybe just under 1 gallon, maybe 1 gallon. Okay, the pressure helps, or the pumps help a lot with that. So, and then the Tucker Max, like I have, that thing, I just tested it again today. I'm getting over 3 gallons a minute. Okay, and how I do it now is I have these tanks that I have in my van now, and I'm going to outfit all of my vehicles with it. I think I'm getting a new truck in a couple weeks here that I'm going to outfit, probably with another fill and go type of system that I'm going to have Tucker make for me, custom. I'm going to see if I can fit it in the bed of my van, and still, I don't mind the caps, but I like it without the cap, right? So I don't know if I'm going to Diamondback cover for it or what I'm going to do for it, but I'm going to try to retrofit it to fit all in the bed of the truck. But that Tucker, that thing makes so much pure water. I could fill up my 100-gallon tank in a matter of probably 30 minutes, 25 minutes. This thing takes about an hour and 15, 20 minutes, okay, depending on how much I need to go. This thing will, if you're not filling up tanks, I'm telling you guys, the PH7 is awesome. It's a great investment. It's a great option. This is the Rivals is also awesome. I don't think anybody makes it as well as Tucker, in my opinion. I mean, they're the inventor of Waterfed. They are goes back into the 50s or 60s, guys. I mean, they've mastered it. They've just came out with a lifetime guarantee on their poles. I mean, I'm switching a lot of my stuff to Tucker. Okay, they're just an awesome brand. So this will be utilized when I hire crews shortly. I'm going to be expanding, if not this year, 110% absolute next year. I'm getting stressed to the max this year, and I'm turning away work. I'm leaving some work on the table, and I'm very meticulous. So I'm working through my SOPs, my standard operating procedures. I'm working on my manual. I want to get everything straight before I bring some folks on. Now, being said that, I have brought a gentleman on part-time with me 2 days a week. I'm just kind of testing the waters, training him up. Hopefully I can bring him on full-time next year. But I really want to set up things to go as smoothly as possible for expanding. So, but this guy, I mean, it's so light. I mean, you pull that thing out, you can get started on any Waterfed, you know, up to probably 2 stories, 2.5, 3 stories, maybe 3 stories, depending on the water pressure of the tap. But you know, I'm gonna show you guys the ins and outs of these, but I'm not gonna have, I don't know, I may sell this one too, to be honest with you. I don't know. I like a lot of pure water, and that's why I'm going with the tank situation. And while this has its niche, I want more. That's why I bought the Tucker Max. So I may get another Tucker Max. I don't know. Some may say, oh, that's overkill. I don't care. I'd rather be overkill than underkill. But yeah, this thing, you can pretty much change out anything on it. All the housings, the ROs, even the wheels. A lot of guys put different wheels on these. They're a little cheap, but gets the job done. The Rival is just a really awesome unit. So this is the Max Flow that I got. This has a massive DI. It's got 2 ROs, 2 big carbon sediments, a massive pump down here. I got it set up in here where I can just take it out when I need to, utilize these tanks. These tanks are really just a really good bread and butter. I think you can see them. Let me adjust. So these tanks I had Tucker build for me. They're basically fill and goes without the filtration system, okay? I wanted tanks that I can just fill up. There's their controller, their pump, and I literally pull my wand, put on my hose, and flip a switch and go, okay? It's all controlled via remote, and it is just such a game changer where you really don't have to spend 15-20 minutes setting up, 15-20 minutes setting down, however you want to call it, packing up. So, and that's allowing me to get another job in, no doubt. That's an extra $200 or $300 right there, guys. So I really think if you can swing it, and you can get these. I mean, you can go on, really just do a little bit of research, and you can figure out how to make these on your own. I know Kevin Hargis has a really good video out there on the Into the Flow group on Facebook that he has a great setup. I just don't like messing with it, to be honest. I like just plug and play stuff. And so I was like, Tucker, Sean, guys, can you please make me something? And they used to sell these a lot more. Really, it's just this. I had them add this other one because I wasn't comfortable with the 50 gallons. I know I was going to go through it, and I'd rather have too much than too little again. So this is probably the same setup I'm going to get in my other vehicles. And it's just the way to go. I got the battery back there. I got it plugged into my inverter underneath my seat. This is a Transit 250. And I literally just pull this out right here. I can plug it in. This filters everything. I fill up automatically right here, and I'm good to go. So, like I said, really wanted to go through with these. I'm not going to have these for probably too much longer, but I really wanted to break it down on, which systems would be good for what. And I'm really hoping I was able to answer some questions. Not a lot of information, but I'm kind of struggling to get videos out there right now because I am so busy, and I kind of do it to myself, to be honest with you, because I pack so much on my plate, because I'm trying to expand. So I'm doing 2-3 jobs a day, maybe 4, especially when my helper helps me 2 days a week. So please, guys, bear with me. I appreciate all my new subscribers, but I'm going to try to get better. My wife's going to help me a little bit more, and we're going to try and get a lot more content out there. I'm going to try and take some more on the job content where you guys can see kind of how I do it, how fast I do it, my setups I use, what I prefer, and all that jazz. So yeah, just a quick video, kind of explaining the different systems and what they're good for. Once again, Tucker Rival, great introductory system. It'll get any Waterfed done you want, unless you're working on a terrible well. You can always add a pump to it if you want. pH 7, great unit, indestructible. Comes with a pump. You can fix anything you need on it. It is just a really good, solid performing system. And then if you want the Max flow. I love Tucker's Max. Love how much it gives you. It's got an excellent warranty on it, and it's all I'm ever gonna need. And I can hook up 2 to 3 poles with it, no problem. The other ones, the PH7, depending if you're in a commercial line, you might be able to get away with 2 poles. Yeah, I'm not gonna say you can't. I'm gonna say you can get away with 2 poles if you're going 2 stories. The rival cars, the smaller, the single ROs, no pump, you're not gonna get, you're not gonna be able to get 2 guys on that. It's just not enough juice. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop it.